Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, hope you're all well. I'm down at Redwick this morning, and I was thinking the other day, I've never actually made a video here. No idea why. Bit strange really, but there we are. Now, when I fish here, it's normally on a small neap tide off the peat ledges. But I had a bit of ragworm left over in the fridge, fancied using it all up, and I'm going to fish off the seawall today. Medium-sized tide, so we shouldn't have too much trouble with the old rip. Gonna make the most of this because I'm back in work tomorrow. What a lovely thought, eh? Anyway, high water is about 3 hours off yet, so gonna get the rod sorted, have a potch around, get a few shots, etc. And we'll see what happens. Enjoy the video. Lovely, we're fishing. I tell you what, it's a beautiful morning. It's calm, it's still, it's overcast. It's a little bit too dark for filming, so just stick with it, bear with me. Should get a little bit lighter soon. Yeah, just nice to be out. Past few days, it has hammered down, and I mean hammered down. Yeah, I think we had a month's worth of rain in 3 days. So it's good that we've got a bit of a gap in the weather. And like I said, I'm back in work tomorrow, so. Anyway, on the left arm rods, I've got a 3/0 pulley pennel. On the right arm rod, there's a 3/0 paternoster pennel. Bait wise, I've got ragworm, mackerel and squid. Nothing fancy today, that'll do. Yep, all water now, pushing in lovely. And of course, like a lot of the Newport marks, so many fantastic memories of being down here, down Redwick. Those were the days. Yeah, when I was a kid, the 80s, early 90s, came down here, off the ledges, the cod fishing was next level. In fact, I'd say Redwick was one of the best cod fishing spots in the UK. And people would, you know, come from Scotland, up in the northeast, the southeast, they'd all come to Redwick to sample the cod fishing. But over the years, you know, like a lot of areas, the cod fishing has declined. Cod stocks have declined. All a bit sad. And I can't see, you know, the cod runs that I grew up with, I can't see those ever returning in my lifetime. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I've put these two main rods out at distance, But as always, the cheap eel boat rod is going to be 15-20 yards out. Potential species today: conger eel, silver eel, flounder, bass, early codlin, thornback ray. Although, to be honest, a couple of bites will do me. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. I've started off with a 7-ounce gripper on each rod, and they hold in bottom, no problem at all. Yeah, every time I fish down here off the wall, I always use a 7-ounce. The tide size today is 10.5 meters, which in old money for Newport is 12.2 because we add 1.7. Not too big, not too small, somewhere in between. At the moment, on the left arm rod, I've got a squid and ragworm cocktail. On the right arm rod, I've got a mackerel and ragworm cocktail. Early days. You can, or maybe you can't see, but just over there, the water is about to hit the top of the ledges. It's getting a little bit brighter. Bit of blue sky in the background. Looking good. Not a breath of wind. Not a breath. Quiet start. No action as of yet. We'll get one, he says. Yeah, I was talking about that rain that we've had this week. At the moment, there's going to be a lot of fresh water coming down the estuary. Some people think it makes a difference. Some people think it doesn't make a difference. I'm probably somewhere in the middle when it comes to that particular debate. The one thing that sticks in my head, I'm going back years now. I was fishing with Dad next to the transporter bridge. That's on the tidal stretch of the River Usk. And that week, it didn't stop raining. You know, solid week's worth of rain. And there was loads of flood water coming down the river. And yeah, what a cracking session we had. Managed 4 species. So yeah. It's difficult to know. But like I always say, if we don't try, we won't know. Just got to get that bait in the water. Quick update, we're around an hour off high water, still no taps. As you can probably tell, that southwesterly wind has picked up, always the way as high water approaches. Although in fairness, the sunshine is trying to break through. But yeah, compared to earlier, or compared to this morning, it's like a different day altogether. Yeah, the fishing, really quiet. No fish about. Well, not at the moment anyway. Of course, that could all change. Yeah, the channel hit 7,000 subscribers recently, so I just wanted to say a massive thank you for all of the fantastic support. I really do appreciate it. I don't get that carried away now with the numbers and the stats anymore. What I focus on is you know, trying to make a nice watch, and you know, absorbing all of the fantastic comments that I receive. That's what's important to me. You know, subscribers and views and all that. When I first started the channel, yeah, I was a bit obsessed with it, but it's not important anymore. I got more important things in my life to worry about. I used to think I could do this as a job. No. That's what the fish are saying too. No, we don't want you, baker. Untouched. Pretty much bang on high water now. Now don't get me wrong, I know the fishing at the moment is fairly quiet, but even so, I did expect a bite or two. Usually get a few bites down here. But there we are, that's how it goes. Yeah, I'm putting some really nice baits out there. Old fish bait and some nice fresh ragworm. And you know when things are quiet, when you're not getting a bite on the ragworm. In my opinion. Yeah, going back to what I was saying about the channel hitting the 7,000 subscriber mark, and you know, me not being that concerned about numbers and stats. It didn't sound right. The way I worded it, it didn't sound right. What I meant is that, yeah, what's important to me is making a nice watch, or trying to make a nice watch, because a lot of the comments I get are from people who used to go fishing, but they can no longer do so, and they often say that the films I make, it makes them feel like they're there next to the water, and that's a buzz, because you know that's making a difference to someone's life. So that's what I meant. You know, that's what's important to me. Of course, yeah, it's nice. It's fantastic. The channel's hit 7,000 subscribers, of course, but yeah, it's not the be all and end all. You know, the numbers and the stats and all that. It's making a difference. That's what it's all about for me. Making a difference. You know, it's good for people's mental health. I can't always make nice watches, but rest assured, I always try my best. When I'm out here, guys, honestly, I do not stop. It might look relaxing on camera, but I can assure you, it's a lot of work. But yeah, look, as hard as it is, I do enjoy it, of course. And you know, if I talk about the job, you know, my job, like, I'm just a number in the system. I'm not making a difference. But when I manage to make a nice video, it's made someone's weekend, what a buzz. It's fantastic. Anyway, I just wanted to clarify that. I probably haven't explained it very well, but I'm sure you get the gist. Well, I'm relying on the ebb, because so far, yeah. Got a whole squid on that one. Yeah, so because the tide is ebbing back, I just cast that one slightly to my left. But with those 7-ounce grippers, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's quite autumnal now. Bit chilly as well. Got that autumnal nip in the air. Of course, that means that the heating is going to start going on soon in the house. That's going to make a dent in the old bank balance, isn't it? I think once again, you know, this winter a lot of people are going to struggle. You know, we've cut right back on the amount of gas we use because it's too expensive. On the ebb. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen on the ebb. You know, look, it's too early for cod and codling, in my opinion. Years ago, we used to get them late August, early September. But nowadays, it seems to be a bit later. The ones that do turn up, which are few and far between. So yeah, I'm not really fishing for those anyway. But, you know, I did expect maybe, you know, maybe a conger, thornback ray, silver eel or two, a bass. As for the cheapy old boat rod, I've just put the flabber rig literally 5 yards from the edge of the rocks. Literally. Just in case there's a bass, you know, patrolling the area. But yeah, confidence levels at the moment are very, very low. Yeah, it's really mild earlier. Pulled up. I mean, I parked up by the church. I don't like driving down the lane here because some of the potholes are massive. So yeah, parked by the church and yeah, it was almost like t-shirt weather, but not now. It's changed completely. Yeah, something else that hasn't changed. The position of those rod tips. They haven't budged. Ah, well, there is some life out there after all. Just caught this crab on the flabber rig. Yeah, she's whizzing back now, so I'll get this crab back in. A couple more casts. And let's hope for a bit of last cast magic. Down to the one rod now. Well, I say one rod, I've still got the cheap old boat rod out. Yeah, I'm gonna have one more cast. Rag and squid, I think. Yeah, it's been hard work today. Hard work. Yeah, this is usually my go-to spot when I fish off the wall at Redwick, and in fairness, over the years I've had some cracking sessions, you know, but not today. Yeah, that rip kicked in quite strong. It's calming down a bit now, but yeah, no issues with those 7-ounce grippers. Where I am, I just gotta be mindful of the sticks to my left. Yeah, one more check, and let's see if we can do it. Yeah, it seems to be that a lot of places at the moment are not fishing well. So I'm glad it's not me. Well, it probably is me. Yeah, it is. Right, time to pack up now, guys. Well, for most of the session, 3 rods in action, not one single bite. But look, that's how it goes sometimes, and you never know, that fresh water could have been a factor today. In all fairness, in terms of filming, I've not blanked for a while, so a blank was very much on the cards. It's been long overdue, in my opinion, so I can't complain. It's better than being stuck in work. I've had a nice day out. This particular spot, like I said, it is one of my favourites when I come down to Redwick, so I'll be back. I'll give it 4 or 5 weeks and we'll see what's about then. Could be a different story. As always, thanks very much for watching. It's mega appreciated. Any questions or comments you have, pop them below and I'll get back to you. Until the next one, look after yourselves, take care, all the best.